So, welcome back. We're picking up after the wash phase. So here you'll see there's a bit of residual gloss from the wash. At the end of this project, I'm going to recommend, if you're doing something similar, to hit it with a matte varnish. It's going to protect your paint a bit, especially in a board game that has a plastic insert like Heroquest. Taking your terrain features in and out of that insert will kind of cause the paint to rub away if you don't protect it. So we're going to bring a little bit of brightness back with the dry brush just along sort of the top half, and we're going to taper it out. And then actually down here on the walking path to get some texture on the ground and to show where the stones might be worn from use and from the theoretical door swinging open and closed. So for my dry brushing color, I'm switching over to olive flesh. I'm going to use this very sparingly, but the warmth is going to add a little extra visual texture. So we're going to just gently scrub that around here with our cheap, big, fluffy makeup brush. That's, again, going to keep the paint out of those lowest recesses. We're just gently flicking across the surface in a couple of directions to give the stone some more of that lovely, interesting texture. I'm really focusing on the central stone of the archway. As like I said, I want to put a colored tint over those so we can distinguish the doors while we're playing. So I'll have like a slight purple tint or green. This way the game master can put them out and maybe hide some hidden information in them as well. And I'm gently going to bring that down about halfway. And you can see down here, we're not getting anything on these last 4 or 5 stones on each side. To sort of get a sense of light from above. In a dungeon, that might actually be a little unrealistic, and that's totally optional to you. I'm doing that because on the gaming table from far away, having a brighter top is going to pull visual interest. It's going to make it easier for me to identify that against the color of the floor, let's say, especially if I'm sitting at the far end of the table. I've also gone through and dry brushed, like I said, the interior of the archway just to kind of catch some texture, and that'll bring us some extra light value so that when we put our moss and dirt effects over it, they won't just look like a green tinted black or a green tinted brown. They're going to have some of that lightness under there to give you some, again, visual interest is all we're going for. There's no way that I'm trying to make all 20 of these uniform. I want them to be a little slapdash in technique so that they compound and become more unique as we go. That's how you kind of get away with painting 20 of something without, becoming bored and walking away from it. You just kind of have to allow yourself to work quickly and freely and allow for variation from piece to piece to keep it interesting.